try to get them re-wet with the ammonia before I pull them out. I can't stress the smell of this stuff's a little overwhelming. And I'm just going to get the container lid put back on. You're still going to have a lot of the stuff build up on it, but all you got to do at that point is take your scratch pad with your Dawn dish soap, and you're going to just scrub down both sides. They come clean that simple. If you have a stubborn spot, take your butter knife or whichever item that you wanted to get. You're just breaking loose build up. And you guys can use those steel ones. I've found that I like these abrasive green ones better than the steel, but if the steel is what you normally use for stuff, or steel wool, either one will work. Same thing with your stove top. It does not have to be these. This is just what works best for me. They go back to new like that, fairly easy. Now with your burners, you're going to want to go around the outside edge to get all the buildup off the lip. Doesn't matter what you use on these, you're going to feel that it's getting caught on everything. That's just the way it is with all the little nooks and crannies. And you're just going around the inside. I'm trying to put pressure on the inside lip here and the other lip. A butter knife or anything like that, I'm just working any of the buildup loose in there. And then the corners that I can't quite get my big fingers in that scratch pad in place for. And then you're just rinsing it down and you come clean. You're going to want to let those set and dry, and that's why I recommend doing 2 at a time, because then you've still got a set to cook with while these are drying, so the gas will go through the way it's supposed to. More buildup you have, you may have to spray it with a little bit of your Easy Off. If the ammonia hasn't gotten it completely clean, just make sure that you've rinsed it at least once or twice from the ammonia before you put the Easy Off on it, or your oven cleaner of choice. This set, it already came off on its own, but if you had let yours go long enough and you have buildup on this top lip, you're just going to want to keep going over it like this until you get it out of it. Or rinsing it again. You're back to as good as new. Now for your squares, same thing, bag full of ammonia. This has got some odor to it. All of them out, but as you can see, that everything that was baked on and hard and crusty before I put it in the bag is just completely coming loose from being in the ammonia. But you need to give it at least 24 hours of that, because it's not going to do what you need it to do otherwise. You're literally just going to go wipe a lot of it off with your fingers. Again, the longer you let this build up, the more effort you may have. You may even have to repeat this process if you've let them go long enough. Unfortunately, you gotta rub every section. Now, to avoid them getting this bad, you can also occasionally spray these down with Easy Off and let them set overnight and get the same thing accomplished. But if you get buildup, doing it with the ammonia, you don't have to scrub all this stuff off because it's basically baked on. Scratch pad again, and you're just going around each section. And if you hit a spot that didn't quite completely come loose, you can do that so you're not having to scrub for as long, or you can do it the old-fashioned way and just keep rubbing with the scratcher. Comes clean just like that. Just repeating that process with all 4 of them. You do want to continue so the ammonia is still working, because as these set, that will start to re-harden over time.